This episode sucks. The end. No, but seriously, this episode for Boruto was on 96, I believe. It wasn't very good at all because a lot of it didn't make any fucking sense at all. So the episode is centered around Hanabi and her team, Team 5, and basically what happens is that one of the characters, Namida, is trying. The episode's focused around her, and one of her jutsus is revolved around her crying, and apparently it's very powerful. And something happens at the beginning of the episode where she's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna cry anymore," and so she has to figure out some other fucking jutsu. Meanwhile, like this gang is trying to go after like this like merchandise or whatever from like these like fortune teller guys or whatever, and they're trying to steal it. And so the whole episode is just a montage of her getting stronger and her learning the basics of chakra control. Which, if you don't understand why that's stupid and doesn't make any sense at all, learning chakra control is literally one of the most basic things that you learn in the Ninja Academy. The Ninja Academy is where you learn the best about chakra control. One of the best examples of how they make sure that you're able to control your chakra properly, at least to some extent. In the original series, they had it to where you had to be able to perform a clone jutsu in order to be able to pass and then be able to get your ninja headband and become a genin. In this series, I guess they don't do that. They just graduate you just depending on how well you did on something. Which doesn't make any sense at all, because if you don't even have the fundamentals of being able to control your chakra properly, then how do you expect to be able to be a well-rounded good shinobi, like, in general? It doesn't make any sense. The entire time she's trying to learn how to, control her chakra better. She kind of learns a new jutsu, because even the characters in the episode were really surprised that she was able to use water style. She knows how to use fucking water style, and they were surprised by her being able to do that. And she has like this new jutsu that we'd never seen her do before. And then even later on in the episode, she goes back on her word and she starts crying again because, oh, I have to protect my friends. And she learns a new jutsu there, which is like which is like a super mega mini tailed beast bomb, basically. It seems really overpowered and fucking broken for literally no reason at all. And then Hanabi is in the episode, of course, because Hanabi is their Jonin master, and she has to teach them, and she was teaching Namida how to be able to control her chakra way better. But they had to significantly nerf her in this episode because they had to give Namida like a challenge, and they had to make her get character development and have her struggle with what's going on, and just her own, path of life or whatever stupid shit, right? So they literally had to nerf Hanabi because she doesn't even use her Byakugan in like any of the missions whatsoever. Maybe it's because of the fact that she thinks she's so confident in her ability as a Jonin master and being a part of the Hyuga clan, the strongest the hidden leaf. They had to nerf her in the episode because she doesn't use the gentle fist, fighting style, at least from what it looks like. She doesn't really use the gentle fist fighting style whatsoever. She doesn't use the Byakugan whatsoever. And the most pivotal part of the episode happens at the end of the episode, where you think she would have used her Byakugan to be able to see the chakra, flow through a person's body to see if there are like any shadow clones of the guys that are attacking them, but she doesn't use her fucking Byakugan there. She doesn't figure out that there's shadow clones and the guys were hiding behind fucking trees until literally after Sumire had to fucking do her new summoning jutsu. It doesn't make any sense. She's a Jonin master. She's, really intelligent. She has to be really intelligent, and she's a Jonin master now, and she has to lead a team. She has to be really smart, and she's really powerful. She was already like kind of decently powerful since the beginning when we first saw her. So it's like, what the hell? What the hell happened? Why did they had to nerf her in the episode just to have the forefront of these three characters as they're having their own character development? It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And Anime Balls Deep actually mentioned a way that they could have made the episode better, and I wasn't really up for it to begin with at first, but then now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, that would have actually been way better, and it would have been way funnier, because they were trying to have the comedic moments in the episode with Namida, it seems like, but it would have been way funnier if they had just an episode centered around Konohamaru and Hanabi, because a lot of people seem to really ship those two together, which, is fine. You can have your own opinion about that. I don't really care. But a lot of people would have really liked to have a Konohamaru and Hanabi focus where, like, Team 7 and Team 5 are working together. They're trying to see, the polar opposites of who these two people are, Konohamaru and Hanabi, and then they end up trying to get them together. And in conclusion, the same thing that would have happened in the end of this week's episode, of what just happened in this week's episode, with Namina learning a new jutsu, they could have potentially had the same thing happen still, regardless, with Hanabi and Namida just training together whilst trying to figure out more about them so they can get her and Konohamaru together into like a date or whatever. But it still would have been way funnier. There still would have been, character development like they seem to really desperately want, and it could have been all around a better episode. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that whatsoever. They decided to give us an episode that didn't make any sense at all, and it's kind of annoying. So that's pretty much it. Namina learns a new jutsu. She learns technically 2 new jutsu. She's able to now relatively control her chakra now, which doesn't make any sense at all. I don't think she can do a clone jutsu whatsoever, which doesn't make any sense because that's one of the most basic jutsu that anybody fucking learns, next to the substitution jutsu. And just if they're gonna have episodes like this that are so inconsistent with of what we want, and it's just go back to the main fucking plot already. It just I don't know. I have nothing else really to add on top of that. Just the episode wasn't very, very good. I would say that I enjoyed it more than episode 49. The previous episode where they had the episode focused around Wasabi, Namida, and Sumire. But other than that, it still wasn't very good because it didn't make any sense at all. And I'm so kind of upset with this episode that I'm just gonna have background music. I'm not gonna put my intro. I might not even put my outro. I'm just gonna have background music playing as I allow this just to go uncut. Just that's it. Just my raw opinions, and just have a little bit of funny editing, especially from the beginning when I mentioned how the episode sucked. I'm gonna do something funny at the beginning of the episode or the video, but just that's it. I'm not gonna do anything. So if you enjoyed for whatever reason, leave a like. And if you're new, subscribe for more videos just like this. Let me know your opinions about the episode. If you really care all that much, if you enjoyed it, explain why you enjoyed it so much. Besides the fact that these characters got character development. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.